I don't see this class.
On the YouTube page?
Yeah, but that could just be my error.
I see it.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Are we
Class
on?
6, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay, so I think we can get started then.
awesome.
Anjali, your host.
Man. Well, hello.
All right.
Okay, so shall we start with ballet then today?
Yeah. I guess Kristen usually do some introductory remarks. Do you want to
Yes.
comment on that? You have a good spiel going.
Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. I don't think we have anyone joining us live so far, so this class will be fully for people to watch later. So we'll try to make it a class that is maybe like a staple, something that you'll come back to watch again if you want to look at any of the skills. I'm Kristen. I'm one of the ballet instructors. I use the pronouns she, her.
I'm Jackie. I'm another ballet instructor, and I also use the pronouns she, her.
I'm Anita. I'm a Bharatanatyam instructor, and I use the pronoun she, her.
And I'm Anjali. I'm also one of the Bharatanatyam instructors, and I also use the pronoun she, her. We can introduce right now itself. We have one more teacher joining us, Shruti. She's also a Bharatanatyam instructor, and I believe she goes by the pronoun she, her, based on previous weeks. She'll probably be joining in a couple minutes, so we'll start with ballet.
Awesome. So I think we do have some people on YouTube with us now. So we'll be watching for the comments. If you have any questions, please let us know and we can address them in the video. Awesome. So we'll start with ballet today. We're going to be going through the typical bar routine as we tend to do. You'll watch Jackie and you'll hear me in the background as well. And we're going to be adding a new arm skill today. She's repping the soft clothes. We're going to add in something called an allongé. Again, if this is your first class, you're brand new, just don't worry about the allongé. Keep things simple. Add the elements that you feel comfortable with adding. But let's go ahead and just go over a super quick review of the ballet arm positions. These are the Vaganova Russian style of ballet arm positions. Right now, Jackie is standing in preparatory. Her hands are a tiny bit away from her hips. And as you can see, it's a nice like fluid line, like an oval almost. Then if she brings her arms up from across her sternum, this is first position. See how they're a little bit dropped, shoulders higher than elbows, elbows higher than hands. And then if she brings them out, nothing in the arm changes. She just changes from her elbows. Now she's in second position. And then if she pretends like she's hugging the earth and brings her arms above her head, now she's in third position. So from all of these different positions, you can do something called an allongé, which means to elongate. So we'll go ahead and practice this first from second position, because that's kind of where we tend to do it from the most. So what we do for an allongé is we pretend like someone is grabbing your middle finger and pulling it out to the side with all of their might. So what happens when you go from second to an allongé? So this would be like second position allongé, second position elongated. You can see that Jackie's elbow kind of flips from facing forward, or like the inner part of her elbow right now is facing forward. And then after an allongé, it's facing more like towards the ceiling. So oftentimes we'll see this position get like pretty stylized, and we'll see like a little bit more like bend of the elbow or like flick of the wrist. I recommend doing it controlled for now while we learn. And then if you're ever in like a dance where the choreography asks you to stylize it a bit more, you can always have that, you have that movement as like an opportunity for you. But I think it helps to stay controlled and technical and really work those muscles properly if we think about just someone pulling that middle finger out. So the allongé, like I said, can happen from any of the arm positions. When we start, like, you know how before we start any exercise, we always say like 5, 6, and then we bring it up 7, out to second for on 8. On the 5 and 6, there's a little breath that we take that is accompanied oftentimes with an allongé, which you see Jackie doing right there. So it's the same kind of an idea. From your shoulder to your elbow, your arm does not move in this like slow kind of controlled practice allongé. Only that elbow twists and the hands elongate. There's sort of like a straight line now going from like her shoulder out through her fingers. And allongé is also accompanied with a breath. We breathe out, in as we elongate, right? That makes sense? Yeah, and then out as we, isn't it weird to break it down? Like, wait a minute, what do I do naturally? You'll feel what seems natural for you as well. So you breathe in as you elongate, and then breathe out as you return to first. This happens on 5, 6. And then as we've always done before, you can bring your arms up to first on 7, out to second on 8. We do the whole combination, whether it's pliés, tendus, battements in the future. And then at the end of the combination, typically on like the final 8 of the combination, would you agree, Jackie?
Yes.
You take a breath in to elongate the arms in second, and then you can breathe out as the arms return to preparatory position. Get it? Preparatory, it's how you prepare for the exercises. Preparatory position. So it's really quick just to try. We'll try the allongé in all of the different arm positions. So we've done it in second, we've done it in preparatory. We discovered in class that it's really weird to do it in first position. You can go ahead and try it with both arms in first. It's a very odd thing. Like, I've never been in a dance that's asked me to do that before, but I have been in a dance where I've been asked to hold one arm in first and one arm in third, or one arm in second. And there, when we do, like, so let's take one arm in first and one arm in second, like Jackie has. And then from there, we can elongate, do the allongé. And this, again, I think is probably a very typical arm position that you've seen in ballet dance. If you've been in any of our kind of like ballet fusion pieces in SAATH, you've seen this arm position used often. It's a very commonly used position. A little trick you can do to make your neck appear longer, which ballerinas are always trying to reach towards the sky, reach towards the heavens. The goal is to look like very long at all times. So long necks are a goal, I guess. A trick that you can do is lower your arm a tiny bit, and then that makes your neck appear a little longer, especially when you're on stage and the audience is above you oftentimes. Yeah. And then real quick, let's take our hands up into third position. And we can do allongé here. So just like in preparatory, your arm stays completely as it is from the shoulder to the elbow, and just the elbow twists and the fingertips elongate out. And I think this makes for a really beautiful, I think it looks really beautiful. Like watching Jackie do it now, I'm like, yeah, that looks so nice. Because the fingers, we've been holding like the thumb to the middle finger to train. And here, as we elongate everything, we can see that like beautiful, kind of like natural, graceful stretch of the fingers. So that's allongé. Why don't we go ahead and do some pliés, just like a typical plié exercise like we often do. And we can add in the allongé in the preparatory and then at the end. Oftentimes it's a really common thing for people to stop breathing when they are doing ballet because everything is like so held and upright and like shoulder blades down, rib cage in, like bottom tucked, and it's sometimes hard to remember to breathe, but the allongé can be really a nice reminder to take breaths while dancing. Want to give us a plie combination then, Jackie?
Yeah, so I think we'll just do the same one we did last week. So again, we'll do it allongé on 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll do 2 demis and a grand. So we'll do demi plie 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll do grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do it twice in first and twice in second. So again, it's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if you're comfortable with allongés, if you've been with us for a while or you've done ballet, we will all kind of practice doing it at the beginning and at the end. But if you're comfortable doing it in between, so as you're doing the 1 plie, and then as you're going into the grand plie, you can put that in as well. I might accidentally do that often. So if you notice me doing it, feel free to join along if you're comfortable or you want to challenge yourself. Otherwise, you can just try them at the beginning, in the preparatory, and at the very end when we're done. Okay, so let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8, demi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's time to the second. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Time to first and allongé and close.
Nice. I almost wonder if we want to do another plie combination just to get warmed up. And I suppose now that people have had like a moment to like see the allongé within the plie exercise modeled, maybe it'll be nice to do it again right away too. How's that sound?
Sure. Do you want to do the same exercise? Or?
Yeah, we can do the same exercise and then we can really focus on the arms. So
Okay.
just to recap on the arms quick. We take an allongé every time we bring them down from second. That's a pretty common thing in a lot of ballet exercises. So on the first plie, they come down on 1, the arms stay on 2. As we come down on 3 for the next plie, they come up to first. And then they go out to for a second position. And then on the grand plie, they come down on 1, 2 until we're fully in the grand plie. And then on 3, they return to first. We pause in that, or we don't pause, but we hit that like demi plie position. And then they come out on 4. And then it's similar for in seconds, other than the heels don't come up in the grand plie. That's the only difference, I think, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so see again on like 3 there, we hit the demi plie, arms are in first. That was always a really helpful thing for me when I was learning, so maybe that'll be a helpful thing for others as well. All right, let's try it again. So we just have another opportunity to focus on warming up and on this new arm stuff. The port de bras.
1, 2, 3, 4, élongé 5, 6, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, stretch 3, 4, demi 5, 6, 7, 8, ground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tendu second, 5, 6, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu back to first. Allongé and close.
All right, awesome. So next, shall we put together, we don't have much time left, so shall we put together battement tendu san, battement tendu jeté, and battement tendu piqué?
Sure. Do you want to do the same exercise we did last week?
That sounds good to me, I think. And like
Okay.
others out there are like, no, please, something a little different.
I think it was a trickier one, so it'll be good to do it again.
I think it was too.
So the combination, so we're putting together tendu san, tendu jeté, and piqués. So we're going to do a slow tendu out 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that twice out 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we do tendu jetés or dégagés as I call them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you do 4 of those. And then we go to the piqué. So we go out 1, hold 2, piqué 3, hold 4, piqué 5, hold 6, piqué 7, close 8. Go to the side. I'll do it again. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. Dégagés. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Piqués. 1, hold 2, prick 3, hold 4, prick 5, hold 6, prick 7, close 8. I'll do it one more time to the back. Kind of do it diagonal just so you can see. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do that en croix and across, front, side, back, side, and then we'll do the left, front, side, back, side. Things to think about. I'll be doing it with my arms in second. You can do it with your arms on your hands on your hips. That's also a really good option. Things to think about, really showing off that jewel. So really working the instep of your foot, especially on those slower ones, really articulating your foot. And then making sure that you're not keeping any weight on this foot. Keeping your alignment in place, try not to move anything except for your feet. Kristen, what else do we need to think about?
We talked last week about that like spiraling of the body, especially when we go to the back.
Yeah.
So thinking about if your right foot is working, think about connecting it to your like left shoulder.
And if your arms are out in second, make sure that your elbows are staying lifted. It's really easy when you start focusing for this to happen. So just kind of reminder throughout, oh, are my elbows up if you're keeping them out in second.
And
And
take 'em
breathing.
down. We'll take them down between the two sides, right, to give a little break.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, let's get started, and we can do our allongé in this preparatory as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close. 8. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close. 8. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, prick 3, 4, prick 5, 6, prick 7. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close. 8. Let's bring our arms allongé and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé and breathe.
Woo! My arms were like killing me for that one. I realized I didn't mute myself and I was like, so props to Jackie for counting the entire time while she's doing the exercises. It's incredible. So it's almost 7:30. I think it'd be a good time to do our reverence, where we show respect and then move on.
Okay, great. So we're going to start on our left foot, kind of turned out, and our right foot is tucked behind us. Again, pushing that heel forward towards the ground or towards the front of the room, showing off your jewel. And then we step across and bring this leg there, excuse me, and curtsy. And then we step across, bring your right leg behind, curtsy, and then we'll do the bows. So we bring our legs to parallel, we step across, bring your arm up, dig this foot, bow, and then we step across, dig this foot, keep your arm to the side, and bow. Yay!
Thank you, everyone.
Any questions from any of us for ballet?
Yeah.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
How far do you reach when we were even doing the plays and we added the hands? How far do you reach down?
What do you mean?
So it's
I can probably explain it more by visuals.
when you're doing this,
Correct. It's like, I don't know. Yeah.
it's the same as if you were standing in preparatory.
Okay. Yeah. So you would yeah. Okay.
So just find this position, and that's exactly what you should hit down here.
Okay. That's helpful. I found myself scooping at times, so I was like, that's probably not correct.
Like from the allongé coming into the.
Whatever Jackie just did.
Yeah. I was wondering if we explained that in a way that made sense.
Well, I think too, it should feel a little bit like scooping. It should feel like you're going through water always when you're using your arms. You should feel some resistance, but you don't want to, it's important that you keep your alignment.
So you don't bend forward,
You're not doing this. That's wrong. So you're still keeping everything up.
Okay, that's helpful.
I thought of another thing to add to the explanation. So let's say you're in second, and then you do allongé. As you bring your arms down, you keep them in allongé until the part of your arm between the shoulder and your elbow hits where it should be for first, and then your arms curve around into first position. Does that help? I should have added that. You know how when we talk about allongé, we talk about we don't move at all from the shoulder to the elbow, like only the elbow twists. So that same spot where you're, what is this called between your shoulder and your elbow? What part of the arm is that?
Your bicep?
Your bicep, sure. I'm sure Allison's over there like, nah. But your bicep is certainly there for sure. So you stay in allongé and your elbow is like kind of leading until your bicep hits where it should be first. And then your fingertips are the last ones to kind of like trail the rest of the way to join in first position.
Okay, so yeah, I can see the resistance effect a little bit.
And it's like you almost pass through your first, like you pass through the allongé that's here, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to this, you pass through that to come to first.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Or preparatory.
I shall practice that.
You know what we should show really quick? We should show, just because it's a common thing that we see in ballet dance, we should show what allongé looks like with one arm in first and one arm in third. Yeah. That's a pretty common thing that we've seen before, right? Typically then it gets stylized where that like top arm is dropped a tiny bit more. Like let's say you're doing like a leap or something, but it's essentially that.
You'll do it like this.
Now we know where the hands come from.
Yes. They're all these like 4 positions.
You're right.
In allongé or curved, and like one arm can be in each of the different positions. Yeah. And in other styles of ballet, aren't they, what are they called in other styles of ballet, Jackie, the arm positions?
What do you mean? Well, the way I had learned it, I mean, I think, I can't remember exactly. This to me was stiff. and this was
Yeah.
and like third or something, third and fourth were like this and this or something.
Yeah.
So they varied depending on how you learned it. And then the allongé, this was depending on what leg you have out. It's like first arabesque, second arabesque, third arabesque.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else have any other questions? Okay, we can, I guess, anybody has any other questions, we can go towards the end. Okay, so ready to switch over?
Yep.
Okay, I will pin myself. Spotlight myself. Okay, we will start with Namaskaram, as we usually do. So everyone find a position. If you are new this week, I think we're in week 6. I highly recommend going back a little bit. We break it down a little bit more, but for everybody that's here today, at least live, I think we've all done it once. So everybody start with your hand position at chest level with your elbows up, shoulders dropped, and we'll start in a few seconds. Dalangu takadimi takatadege natom takadimi takajanu 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 tak. Okay, as a review, you did do Adamandi and Mudamandi both in that exercise. And we also did Samam, which meant just to stand in our position. So we're gonna start with a little bit warm up, but we will maybe just do this twice quickly because we're going second, which is Nade, which means to walk. So everybody find a corner in the space that you're in. Make sure you wanna have your hands behind your back as usual. And each time you're stepping, you want a little bit of a spring to your step. If you've been with us before, you're kind of getting the hang of this. If this is your first time, try to observe, and we go a little bit slower as description of previous week, okay? And we'll go on a slow speed. So 3. Dalangu takadimi takadadingi natom takadimi takajanu 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 takadimi. I don't think usually I go back, so this is the first time I show my video going back. If you choose to go back, again, you want to just lift the toe when you're coming backwards, same kind of a spring to your step. And for now, I'd keep it at that. So let's try it one more time, a little bit faster. Talangu takadimi takadadigi natom takadimi takajanu 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 takadimi takajanu. Perfect. Okay. So before we jump into Tattaravu, which means to stamp, which is our first Aravu, we're going to quickly go over Natya Ramba position again, just as a review to keep it fresh in your mind per week. Only do this for about a minute. So even if you're standing right now, you can do it standing. I'll just be here to show you. And so Natya Ramba position is when we have our arm up here. And again, what you want to do is everyone keep our hands down. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls. So at least we're a little bit warmed up already today. So shoulder rolls, and you want to set and your shoulders come down, and then you want to lift your arms up. So if you see that, I set, my shoulders stay down, and my arms come up. Then when your arms come up, so your shoulder now is down, if you keep the shoulder relaxed a little bit, you want a little bit of a curvature of the arm. And the only reason the fingers come up a little bit is almost if you imagine a string being pulled. I wanted to remind you guys of this again, because today during Tattaravu, which means to stamp, optional, you can keep your arms up and practice your Natya Ramba position. Anita or Shruti, any comments or any tips for that position in additional to last week?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay. And then Anita, if you want to do Sholukata for us, I'll keep myself pinned, and you can walk us through how you want to do it.
Yep, so we'll just do a really quick review of the first 4 tatadavas and then kind of go over some of the new ones we learned and then learn 2 new ones. So I'm just going to say talang kutakadika takata dinginatom. Again, that's your cue to get into position, your 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to go through tatadava slow. I'm going to go through the first, second, third, and fourth, but just all in a slow speed, and then we'll take a break. So just follow Anjali. All right. Talang kutakadika takata dinginatom tei ha tei. Tei ha tei. Tei ha tei. Tei ha tei. Now 2 on each side. Tei ha tei. Tei ha tei. Tei ha tei. Tei ha tei. 3 now. Tei ha ta. Kitataka tei. Tei ta. Kitataka tei. Tei ta. Kitataka tei. Tei ta. Now 4. Tei ha tei ha tei ha tei. 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 All right, good job. Just general reminders to make sure that you're picking up your legs and kind of that knee is your hinge point when you're picking it up. So your hips don't move, but you're kind of moving up to your knee. I guess you're picking up and folding your legs. I think maybe we can go on to 5th and 6th just in the interest of time, and then we can still practice the other 2 speeds if you guys are up for it.
Perfect. I just want to give one little piece of feedback. If you are I don't think we said this in previous weeks. If you're practicing on carpet, I would recommend potentially keeping form, definitely picking up your foot, sitting, picking up your foot. But if you're not stamping the hardest, carpet can be really hard on the knees and there's not a lot of give. So definitely be aware and be mindful of your body. And per week, there should be a good burn. You know, the day after, you should have a good burn in your legs and your thighs and your quads. But if you're feeling a lot of pressure in your knees, just be mindful of that and adjust as necessary. I don't think we've said that, but that is the one thing with carpet, if you are practicing in a space that has that. So, or any space with different types of form. So we want to move on to 5th and 6th then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, perfect. So I will be pinning Shruti, correct, Anita?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, so 5th, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing, Shruti, if you want to demonstrate, we're going to go they, thumb. So what that is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did do this last week, just as a little reminder for today. And for 6th is they, thumb, kitataka, they, thumb. So 6 is all 6 on one side. You do 3, you give a little bit of a break. Kitataka is 4 beats. And then you do 6 on the other side. So we'll start with those 2, and then we will go through 7 and 8. Okay, 7 and 8 are new. You did learn 5 and 6 last week. So just remembering what you know. Okay, so let's start with 5th, and we will do that slow. Okay. Dalangu takadimi takatadinginatom they thumb, they, thumb, they, thumb, they, thumb. Let's try that specific one again since it was new last week. Let's try that one a little bit faster. So fifth again. 1 through 4 you should be very familiar with, which is why we've been doing it a little bit more in progression. We'll still, just because last week we introduced 5 and 6, we'll do them separately, okay? So fifth again, a little bit faster. Dalang gutaka de mitaka ta dinginatum they, thumb, they, thumb, they, thumb, they, thumb. Perfect. And if there is a lag between what I'm saying and what Shruti is doing, that's all right. For the most part, again, just remember, try to follow along as best as you can. It will be there to view afterwards, just in case, okay? Let's do 6 now. So again, remember, it's 3, pause, 3 on the same side. And we'll do it a couple times to see how that looks. Dalang gutaka dimi takata dinginatum they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb, they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb, again, they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb, they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb. Good. Okay, we're gonna do this one a little bit faster now. So this B is gonna be they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb, to give you an idea. And it's a little bit jarring if you don't know what speed it's gonna go at. So ready? Dalang gutaka dimi takata dinginatum they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb, they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb. Again, they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb, they, thumb, kita taka they, thumb. Okay? Okay, we are going to move on to 7th and 8th. So Shruti will still be showing you. 7th and 8th are a little bit different. So you're actually going to be using your right and left and switching off a little bit. So for the first one, what you're going to do is you're going to do 3 on your right side, 1 on your left, and then 3 more on your right. So total, that is 7. You're just going a little bit back and forth. So it's they, so it's going to be they, da, they, thumb. So that's right, left, right. So essentially in the 7th, it's a little bit confusing at first. You're just throwing in a left in the middle. It'll just come with practice, and we'll do it a couple times. This 7th and 8th are the last one in the series. It's a little bit confusing, probably a little bit to show in video. But again, that's right, left, right. Similarly, you're gonna do that same set of 7 on the left side. So you're gonna go left, right, left. Okay, we're gonna do that once, and I'm gonna actually say right and left. I think it's a little bit easier because right now we're in video, okay? So I'm gonna do exactly what we just did. So everyone start, again, follow along as best as you can. Dalangu takadimi takata dinginatum, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, left. Okay, let's try that one more time. Same speed, but I'm gonna say the actual words. So challenge yourself one more time. We'll go back if that was too much. Okay, so again, starting with your right foot. Dalang kutaka dimi takata dingi natom te tat tat te tam te tat tat te tam. Let's try that again. Te tat tat te tam. One more time. Te tat tat te tam. Okay. Good. How did that feel? Thumbs up, middle thumbs, or to the side, or to the bottom? To the bottom, you can feel free to do that as well. Anita, anything to add in? Since you're on unmute as well right now.
No, just the general reminders, always sit lower, knees out, good posture, breathe. So things to remember.
Okay. And yes, those are all very good things to remember. Okay, we are going to move on to the 8. Do you want to stop at 8 and do hand gestures? Up to you, Anita.
We can do 8 and then see where we.
Okay, let's finish 8. 8 is pretty straightforward. So Shruti, if you want to show us, I will just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, first. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's all going to be on one side. It's pretty straightforward. It's kind of 4 and 4. It kind of mirrors 6, which was 3 and 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. Well, math for today. So the words are going to be they, thumb, they, thumb. Other side, they, thumb, they, thumb. Today I'm going to keep it simple and I'm not going to add any of the other words just because I think that 7 and 8 are a little bit more complicated. And sometimes actually, just like fun fact, there are some styles of Bharatanatyam that they choose to kind of 7th and 8th aren't as focused on, I would say, as the first 4, the first 5. So it's just like a FYI, okay? So let's start. We'll go very slowly and I will say they, okay? Dalang kutaka dimi takata dingi natom te tam te tam. Again, te tam te tam. Again, te tam te tam. Other side, te tam te tam. Good, perfect. Okay. So again, I think 7th is the one that was a little bit complicated. That was, for one more time review sake, 8 is a little bit more straightforward, but so you can practice 7 at home. It was right, 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 left, right, right, right. Then on the left, 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 right, left, left, left. Okay. We only have 5 minutes left, so what do you guys think?
I guess just something I wanted to say about tentativa too. So basically these when we do like jatis, which are combinations of steps, you won't necessarily be doing tentativa on its own, but it's just important to get that stamping down. It's incorporated into a lot of other steps in the next sequence of steps that we'll learn. So this is just like a fundamental sort of how do you control your leg movements, how do you maintain your position, like how do you, just make sure you're not teetering from side to side. So it's just definitely, if you feel like you're struggling with any of those, this is definitely a good step to keep practicing, and you can go back to other videos or kind of review with other YouTube videos online. But this is just getting the fundamentals down will help you as you move forward to other steps. So
yeah, I completely agree with that. And like Anita was saying as well, a lot of this, I think one that as a pattern that shows up in a lot of places is the 7th one, especially. Doing like a couple on one side, switching to another, and then coming back to one side is a very, maybe not exactly those counts, but it's a very popular type of rhythm and beat. So just like Anita was saying, being able to maintain your posture and form and switch without teetering side to side and keeping your same balance and posture is really important. So very good points. I guess I will leave it up to you, Anita, if we want to go over a little bit of any type of gesture.
Yeah, I feel like we may start to get over if we start hand gestures. That's definitely something we could do next time.
Yeah, why don't we start with that next time? So just for anyone watching the class, we're going to start next time with hand gestures. Hand gestures are also called mudras, and we have used quite a few actually so far in what we have done, maybe like 3, but 3 or 4 you've used so far, so you'll recognize those, and they're very fundamental hand gestures. So we will get started with that next.
And sorry, I was going to throw as a pitch for those of you who are watching on YouTube, these we will do like at the computer, will be close to the screen. So if you want to get that individual attention, I mean, you can definitely watch and learn along, but if you're having trouble with like a particular hand gesture, I can definitely help and correct you with that, because we'll be closer to the screen. It'll be easy for you to see that. So
yes, definitely. It's your opportunity to get one-on-one feedback from Anita, which is the best. Okay, so we are going to end with our last couple minutes here with Thumbs Bottom. Okay, so I think I should be spotlighted. Somebody give me a thumbs up if that is true for you. Cool. Okay, here we go. This is what we did at the beginning of class. Okay, we'll start in 3. Dalang taka dimi taka tatinge natom taka dimi taka janu 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 tam. Yay. Okay. So okay, so we have about a minute left. We would like to talk about what we have coming up and also ongoing. We are in the midst of cool things. We are in the cool things.
I can do it. Hi, everyone. So tomorrow night, as always, Thursday night choreography class, 7 p.m. It'll be live on our YouTube page. Saturday, we do not have our HIT class this week because we are prepping for Great Indian Dance Off, but you can still go to our YouTube page and watch the old videos. And then Sunday morning, we have yoga with Darshan. And then Sunday evening at 7 p.m. live, we have Great Indian Dance Off. If you've been with us, you're probably sick and tired of hearing about it, but it's this really cool dance competition we have going on. we're down to our final 8 teams. And so if you watch live on Sunday night, you can watch the teams compete. It's a 30-second bracket style dance-off challenge. The winner gets $500. Any style of dance, it just has to be set to Indian music. So you can watch live, cheer your teams on in the chat. It's a really fun interactive event. And then you can vote for your favorite teams. The voting will be open until the next day. So vote for your team. So if you can't watch live, you can still watch the whole broadcast or just watch the videos of the teams and vote for your favorite. And then we'll find out early next week which teams have made it to the Final Four. It's a really exciting, really fun event. And I know some people who take this class or watch this class on YouTube are competing. So go and support them, support your friends. And then if you're able to, please donate to us. So that's saathmn.org/donate. Information for Great Indian Dance-Off, you can watch it live on YouTube, but then to watch it after, you can go to saathmn.org/GIDO. I think that's everything.
Yeah, and we had round 1 last week, and I know those videos are up on the channel as well. If you want to go and look at those and check them out again, there's some super cool dances. And yeah, that's this Sunday again. And then another thing, because Jackie reminded me, Jackie has there you go. She knew before I even said anything. She has a cool SAATH shirt. And I love that color. So that's also on the website as well. They have a lot of cool new merchandise. So definitely check that out.
And if you don't like the color, it comes in other colors.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. I made it seem like that was the only color. It's a great color.
It comes in other colors.
Yeah.
Did you notice that it matches her pants?
Yeah.
Pants match.
Yep.
It's got a Christmas theme going on. That's the first thing I thought of.
I thought of
It's fun.
watermelon.
Ooh, I could see that too. Maybe it's because I'm just ready for Christmas already.
We have holidays before that.
We're not even into fall fully yet.
Okay. With
Still
that,
have watermelons ripening. It's too early to be thinking about Christmas.
oh man. Any other questions or comments, I guess, on anything coming up?
I thought the class felt really great tonight. Felt great on my body.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Okay, we won't keep people any longer. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you for
Bye.
joining.
Thank
You
you.
guys.
Thank you. Bye.